Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen issue 2, James Tynion the fourth, writing with Steve Epting and Javier Fernandez on the art. And what's funny is I like both of these artists, Epting more so out of the two.
Yeah.
I do think it suffers from having to share the book because
Yep.
you know I don't have just that great book of Epting art or even just that solid book of Fernandez art. I have this weird mixed bag, which is kind of a shame.
Yeah, they don't exactly complement
liked...
each other either, do they?
No, they're very different.
No. This is the most I've liked Apex Lex.
Yeah.
And I'm going to credit that with Tynion.
Which is weird, because obviously Tynion has written Apex Lex at least a handful of issues by now.
Yeah.
Before, over whatever
here's him being like, okay, this guy thinks he's got it. Just when he shows up to Mercy, it was like, yeah, I give you what do you say, an 8-figure.
8-figure sum as a retainer, just
as a retainer. Stop going and meeting with criminals. You're above that.
See when he said 8-figure, I actually stopped a minute. Wait a minute, 8 figures? How many millions is that a million? That's 10 million.
10. Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No wonder she's excited.
Complaining to her mom and going, yeah, my last boss blew up the office I was using, so now I'm out of a job. And I'm just like, yeah, this stuff only happens in comics. Like, I love how crazy that is, but as we're reading, we're like, yeah, no, that's definitely something that happened. Yeah. And she has to deal with it now.
I think.
And she has that moment of, hang on a second, did you say 8 figures? Like halfway through the conversation.
Yeah.
My dislike of Apex Lex, I think, does bring this book down a bit for me. I like some of the beats of it. I like Kara being like, hey, my cousin always beat you because of this, or whatever she says to him. Like, I like that personal stuff kind of seeping in.
Yep.
But like, because like I'm not super in love with Apex Lex and what that's been in Justice League, and I've liked obviously Batman Superman more, but like I'm not sure I'm thrilled about the idea of Apex Lex versus Batman Who Laughs Army.
Honestly, this is the most he's felt like the real Lex shining through when he's going,
I can see that.
It's not my powers that's going to kill you, it's my mind, and that ego. That's Lex.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what's missing. I don't want him like this whole thing of like, well, no. Perpetua and we're gonna become our true selves. Like, well, no, you're gonna become monsters. Like, don't forget that, Lex. Like, we all know this, no matter and no, so I know I like that with the I'm gonna beat you with my mind, and then that's what he does.
Yeah, he actually beats the entire team of Infected on his own, which
pretty easily,
which
and that's because he doesn't care. He wants just to win. It's not like Batman and Superman and everyone else who has to hold back because these are their friends. He's just like, no, they're in my way.
Yeah, I think it's more just the idea that it's 5-on-1 still.
Yeah.
Is it 5 or is it? I think it's 5.
Yeah, it's just it just deflates them a little bit. They don't feel like they're that good anymore.
I really like how he beats Shazam.
Okay. Yeah. He makes him, don't say the word.
He uses his Martian telepathy that he's got and just is like, hey, Billy, say the word.
Yeah.
And then he can't say it, to change back and whatnot.
Yeah, he just drugs him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Batman Who Laughs goes and he's got the Phantom Stranger trapped.
But that's interesting to me because what's his deal now? Because New 52, he was actually Judas.
I don't think we have gotten rid of that yet. No. I don't recall anything contradicting it. I could be wrong.
So I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, in Mark Waid's kingdom, he's part of the quintessence, so he's God level. So, but whatever Batman Who Laughs has planned, it's not good.
And as we alluded to, he hires Mercy back with his 8 figures to help him. Sorry, and then we go to the Hall of Justice, and we have this kind of big twist here, as Lex sort of like disguises himself as Animal Man, because he obviously with the Martian stuff that he's got, he can shapeshift now, and he gets into the Hall of Justice. He wants to speak to Gordon.
He wants some of Gordon's blood because that's the thing. All the samples he took from the other 5 were damaged for one reason or another.
He's basically trying to cure everyone, but we find out that Gordon's actually infected all of the B tier Justice League members who were hanging around. So we see Miss Martian, Hawk and Dove, Booster Gold, like they're all infected now.
Yeah,
I kind of love this.
Well, I like that it was the Titans team that we had last seen. That was when Dick was on that team. They you had Natasha Irons there too, and whatnot. So I like bringing them back so they don't seem forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, and it ties in with the metal stuff too, because they were all brought together because of the metal.
Yeah, and then the final scene, because that's not the cliff. That could have been the cliffhanger. Is all these rest of these Justice League members.
Batman Who Laughs as a whole damn Justice League.
Yeah,
would have worked.
But we have one final scene. Mercy is a way to essentially recruit the Joker. Basically, you assume that Lex thinks that he needs fire to fight with fire. He needs the Joker to fight the Batman Who Laughs.
Well, and this goes into the Titan stuff that we read originally, where Joker left the Injustice League because he had the Batman Who Laughs hold up, and he's like, "Nah, I don't like this here. This is bad."
Yeah, and I have to say, I'm not a big fan of the art on this last page. I think Joker's face is
not good. It's very pointy.
He's got a big pointy chin, like more so than he should.
This is Fernandez at the end, right?
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
And Fernandez is pretty solid most of the time. I wonder how late in the game they had to add him into this to get it finished.
It is interesting that it's very chronologically Fernandez once it swaps to him.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like back and forth. It's not split for a reason. I think it's when we cut to Mercy.
Which definitely makes it feel like it was, Eptay's not going to finish this. We have to swoop in someone else after a certain page. It doesn't feel like much thoughts went into, who's got what or anything like that, which is a shame. And they can't really delay these issues because this is like a little, mini event that's going to lead into other things. So
yeah, it sucks.
I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't hate it. I think there's some fun stuff in here. It's definitely. I've said this the last 3 months for the sounds of it by now, but I'm so ready to be done with Year of the Villain. So.
I wasn't that supposed to be a 2019 thing?
Yeah. So, on the upside, we should definitely be done with it come the solicits for May, because May should be the start of whatever's next.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
So, we can get away from this Year of the Villain bollocks and move on with our lives. All right, Matt, what are you giving Year of the Villain?
I'm gonna give this a 7.5. Uneven art, but the story I thought was really, really good. It's weird to say that with Epting though, because Epting never has uneven art.
Because if you go back to his Batwoman issues back early in Rebirth, I mean those were gorgeous. Every panel was a thing of art, beautiful.
I kind of miss that book from time to time, like that first.
I missed the first arc.
That first arc is. I think about how good that was.
And then it became, look, it's every other Batwoman story.
Yeah. The rest of it was okay and readable. It just wasn't that great either.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Carl, what are you giving it?
I'm going to give it a straight 7. Similar reasons. Yeah, I like it. Especially like Lex in this issue, which is weird. But the art's a bit uneven.
That's fair. I'll give it a 6.5. The uneven art, I'm not I like some of what this is doing. I like its interactions with Mercy. I agree that it's kind of the most Lex has felt like Lex in a while, but I'm still just kind of not into the Apex stuff and so on. 6.5 from me.